हाँ ठीक है।
स्पंदन चंद्रा, सुमित सिंगला, सुरेंद्र सहारण, शिवोक त्रिवेदी, स्वाति सिंह, चाहिए तुसी टंडे, तपोज्योति मंडल, विकल्प गुप्ता, विनायक शेखर सहाय, विशाल कुमार राहुल, विशाल राठी, यादावंदा चंदन, मोहम्मद सिंह कृष्ण रेड्डी।
Director sir, I present to you the following candidates who have duly qualified in the year 2014-15 to receive respected degrees of Bachelor of Technology in Electronics and Communication Engineering and Master of Technology in Wireless Communication under the Integrated Dual Degree Program and Bachelor of Technology in Electronics and Communication Engineering. 64 candidates in person and 8 others in absentia. Bachelor of Technology Electronics and Communication Engineering and Master of Technology Wireless Communication. Gokhale Aditya Chetan. Navish Deshmukh. Sai Kiran Marampalli. Mekhala Shashwardhan Naidu. Nishant Sharma. Pradyumna Paliwal. Prahlad Kumar. Saurabh Singh. Shashank Gupta. Bhargav Tanirara. Bachelor of Technology Electronics and Communication Engineering, Abhishek Kumar Singh. Aditya Kumar. Aditya Shukla. Aduri Surya Kiran. Alankrita Gautam. Amit Jagra. Anisha Grover. Anjali Verma. Anurag Meena. Arjun Singh. Avijit Singh Yadav. Avinash Kumar. Bian Singh. Lalu Prasad. Pramod. Sanket. Deep Jain. Pranit Reddy. Gaurav Kapadia. Raj Kiran. Gaurish Singhan. Sriram Chandramurthy. Harsh Kumar. Harshit Sihare. Himanshu Tandon. Ishan Bains. Jaiveer Yadav. Kamran Alam. Akhila Reddy. Manush Gupta. Yashwant Kumar. Parth Gaggar. Rohit. Pika Yadav. Prakash Chand Yadav. Pratibha Kishore. Puneet Kumar. Puneet Kumar Gujarati. Shiv Tejas. Rachit. Rajat Srivastav. ऋषभ भटनागर, Yashaswini, Sajal Anand, Sanjeev, Santosh Kumar, Satyendra Singh, Saurabh Suman, Shashank Mehta, Suraj Kumar, Rinath Reddy, Vijay Jain, Vineet Singla, Vishal Singh,
Director sir, I present to you the following candidates who have duly qualified in the year 2014-15 to receive respective degrees of Bachelor of Technology in Mechanical Engineering and Bachelor of Technology in Production and Industrial Engineering. 103 candidates in person and 26 others in absentia. Bachelor of Technology, Mechanical Engineering. Ravina Ghosh, Abhishek Chaurasia, Abhishek Kumar Swami, Aditya Agarwal, Aditya Bhokra, Akshay Kumar, Manan Mittal, Amir Raja, Amit Kumar Gupta, Amit Kumar Meena, Ankit Srivastava, Ashish Raman, Ashok Kumar Meena, Atul Niglani, D. Viraj Vilas, Vipin Kumar, Chirag Dhoni, Vatsal Pradeep Kumar, Dikanshu Gupta, Dikanshu Saini, Dhruv Mittal, Divyam Agarwal, Gundala Rajkumar, Harsh Deswal, Harshit Gupta, Jayant Jain, Jeevan Shankar, K. Avinash Reddy, Khalid Ibrahim Ashraf, Vijay Kumar Mehti, Kuldeep Kanodia, Kunal Anand, Leo Jones, Manish Rathod, Amit Aaron, Mukul Gupta, Naman Jain, Namo Narayan Meena, Nihal Agarwal, Patel Lakshmi Nagesh, Jairaj Rajendra, Piyush Bharati, Kapil Kumar Singh, Rahul Kumar Meena, Rahul Kumar Tripathi, Rajat Goyal, Rajat Gupta, Sachin Kumar, Gaurav Dudani, Sharad Gangwar, Shrish Tumbar, Shivraj Nagar, Shubham Gupta, Shubhanshu Atre, Sushant Reddy, Sudarshan Singh Saini, Sushant Yadav, Umesh Chand Kisku, Vaibhav Mulchandani, Vipul Vasudev Kumar, Yash Pancholi, Yashwant Sai Gupta. Bachelor of Technology, Production and Industrial Systems Engineering, Abhay B. Singh Rana, Abhishek Kumar, Ajit Mehravi, Akash Chaudhary, अक्षर गोयल, आनंद कुमार ली, अंकित अग्रवाल, अंकित कलावत, अमोल चौकसी, अर्चित जैन, आरोहन कुमार, आशीष कन्हैया, धवल कुमार भाई मकवाना, ध्रुव नारायण, दिव्यानंद गुप्ता, गौरव मीना, वीरेन टूटिया, हितेश गर्ग, ज्योति प्रकाश, कमलपाल सिंह, मुकेश कुमार मकवाना, मयंक गुप्ता, महिमा विजय वर्मा, मित्रा वर्मा, मोहित सोनी, मुकेश सिंह, नक्षत्र सिंह, नितेश कुमार, पल्लवी विवेक रेड्डी, प्रदीप कुमार, अमित पांडे, राहुल जैन, ऋषभ कुमार, रोहित पाठक, गौरव रंजन, सूरज कुमार, गौरव गोयल, वरुण गुप्ता, विकल्प अग्रवाल, नीरज किशोर।
Director sir, I present to you the following candidates who have duly qualified in the year 2014-15 to receive degree of Bachelor of Technology in Metallurgical and Materials Engineering. 64 candidates in person and 23 others in absentia. Bachelor of Technology, Metallurgical and Materials Engineering. आकांक्षा आयुष गुप्ता, अभय अग्रवाल, अभिषेक जोरवाल, अभिषेक शर्मा, आदित्य गुप्ता, आदित्य झा, आदित्य प्रताप, अजय मधुकर, अक्षरवीर सिंघल with Institute Silver Medal, अलका सिंह, अमनदीप सिंह, अमितेश कुमार, अनिकेत रॉय, अनिमेश कुमार सिन्हा, अंकिता मंडल, अनूप प्रसाद, अनुराग यादव, आशीष रनौत, आयुष मित्तल, चमनदीप, दिव्येंद्र सिंह मीना, गोना मोनिका, गोविंद दान, गुज्जा अखिल, हिमांशु सिंह, ईश दीक्षित, करमवीर कंसल, काशीनाथ, कोली रमन, शिखा, कुशल संजय, ललित मीना, मंगलदीप, मनोज कुमार मीना, मयंक अग्रवाल, मयंक पटवा, मोहिनी अग्रवाल, मोहित कंवर, मुस्कान राजौरिया, निशीत मिश्रा, नितिन वार्ष्णे, पंसेती यशवंत कुमार, पूजा प्रीति, प्राजक्ता, प्रखर शर्मा, प्रतीक खंडेलवाल, पुनीत शर्मा, राजकुमार मीना, राजीव शर्मा, रजनीश कुमार, राशि चौधरी, रवि रंजन, साहिब सलीम, संजय कुमार, शशांक शेखर, शशि चौधरी, शर्मा टिक्कू, शुभम जैन, शुभम राजेश गुप्ता, सिद्धार्थ खंडेलवाल, सिद्धार्थ जैन and Tanmay Kumar Ghosh.
Director sir, I present to you the following candidates who have duly qualified in the year 2014-15 to receive the degree of Bachelor of Technology in Process Engineering and Master of Business Administration under the Integrated Dual Degree Program and Bachelor of Technology in Pulp and Paper Engineering. 80 candidates in person and 15 others in absentia. Bachelor of Technology Process Engineering with MBA, Adam Mohammed, Ambati Harish Ravi, Bhupendra Singh, Chirag, Lakshay Kumar Perwar, Bhatepur Sushant, P. Sarvanya, Technology, Pulp and Paper Engineering, R. Rajendra Reddy, Ashish Jindal, Vas Mittal, Abhay Prakash, Abhinav Goyal, Abhishek Das, Abhishek Tyagi, Aditya Sharma, Aditya Thakur, Akash Kumar Patro, Akash Tyagi, Akshay Kadam, Aman Kumar, Amar Vaishya, Anand Kumar Nayak, Ankit Kumar Jha, Arun Kumar Agrawal, Bhim Prakash, Chirag, Daljit Kumar, Dev Prakash Jadhav, Dheeraj Chirubilla, Gaurla Sachin Sanjeevan, Ganesh Ram, Hansika Gupta, Hemant Kumar Soni, Himanshu Bansal, J. A. Prasad, Kapil Agrawal, Kumar Chitresh, Majeti Dinesh, Harsha, Mandeep, Malik Chitrans, Mayank Gupta, Mir Nauman Ali, Yam Anil, Mudit Priya, Naveen Kumar Goyal, Neha Bansal, Nishant Sharma, Nitish Kumar, Piyush Jain, Prabhjot Singh Rai, Priyadarshita Singh, Rahul Rajesh Mishra, Rajguru Dixit, Rajat Sushil Agrawal, Rakesh Jasti, Ravi Shankar, Rishabh Dubey, Sachin Kumar, Sahib Negi, Samdek Sikhar Sinha, Sarthak, Sanskar, Saurabh Chauhan, Suresh, Soham Sinha,
तनु चौधरी, नन्या सिंगल, कुंदा साई कुमार, वी प्रसाद रेड्डी, वैभव गौतम, विश्वेश्वर विवेक, वृंदा गर्ग।
May all the Bachelors of Technology and the IT program please stand. By the virtue of the authority vested in me as the Chairman of the Senate of the Indian Institute of Technology, Roorkee, I do hereby admit the duly qualified candidates listed in the scroll for the respective degrees and charge them to prove worthy of the respective degrees and authorize them to wear the robes ordained as the insignia of the degree. Congratulations everybody, and please sit down. Let the record of degrees be presented to the Chairman, DLG, for his signature. I'd like everybody, all graduating batch, to stand now for the oath. Let the oath be administered.
I hereby pledge that it shall be my constant endeavor to be scrupulously honest in the discharge of my duties as engineer, scientist, architect, planner and manager, to uphold the dignity of individual and the integrity of the profession, to utilize my knowledge of science, technology, architecture, planning and management for the glory of the institute, in the service of the country and the mankind at large.
We're almost close. Please settle down, everybody. Let the awardee for the Khosla National Award be presented to the chairman.
Dr. Janardhan Nanda, may I request you to please come forward to the dais. Dr. Janardhan Nanda obtained graduate degree from Jadavpur University, Kolkata in 1958, taught as a lecturer in UCE Burla, and obtained PhD from Moscow Power Institute in 1964. He then returned as reader at Banaras Hindu University and moved to IIT Delhi as assistant professor and became professor in 1973 in Electrical Engineering Department. Later he served as head Department of Electrical Engineering, Dean and member BOG at IIT Delhi. After superannuation in 1997, he continued to work there as NTPC Chair Professor, Emeritus Professor and Emeritus Fellow, INSA Senior Scientist and INSA Honorary Scientist. He was visiting professor at numerous universities as well as visiting fellow at Imperial College London during 68-69, professor at West Virginia University, Morgantown 78-79, professor at Auckland University, New Zealand during 91-92 and professor at Monash University, Australia during 92-93. Dr. Nanda's significant contribution relate to analysis, stability, control, optimization and computational intelligence, application to large-scale power system. He is a pioneer in the use of computer applications to the power system. He has authored over 350 research articles, supervised 150 masters and 25 PhD students. Professor Nanda was instrumental in initiating postgraduate programs in power system, energy studies and power electronics at IIT Delhi. He was consultant to ABB, Siemens, NTPC, Power Grid, CEA and some of the electricity boards. He served in various capacities with DST, CSIR, DRDO, UPSC, NTPC, Power Grid, AICT, NBA, INSA, INAE, etc. Professor Nanda was a member of National Board of Accreditation and served as Chairman Engineering Accreditation Committee. Professor Nanda received Pandit Mohan Malviya Gold Medal in 1978, System Society of India Prizes, INSA in 1987, 88 and 92, Lifetime Achievement Award in Power System Engineering in 2006, Professor S.N. Mitra Memorial Award of Indian National Academy of Engineering in 2008, Lifetime Achievement Award in System Engineering in 2009 and Biju Patnaik Award from Odisha Vigyan Academy in 2013. He was Treasurer during 1999-2000, Vice President during 2000-2002 of INSA. He also served as Treasurer and Vice President of INAE. He is a Fellow of World Academy of Sciences and a Life Fellow of Institute of Electrical and Electronic Engineers, USA. Professor Nanda is still active in research. It's a matter of great pleasure for IIT Roorkee to honor Professor Janardhan Nanda with Khosla National Award 2015 of rupees 1,25,000 and a gold medal and a citation for original research work and lifetime achievement.
I present to you Dr. Janardhan Nanda, a teacher of mine in IIT Delhi. Let the awardee for the VNMM award to be presented to the chairman.
Dr. S. Sridhar, may I request you to please come forward to the dais. Dr. S. Sridhar obtained his graduate degree from Osmania University and PhD degree from Karnataka University in 1994 and 2007 respectively. Presently, he is principal scientist and project leader in CSIR, Indian Institute of Chemical Technology, Hyderabad. Dr. Sridhar joined as a research assistant in 1995 and was promoted up to principal scientist in 2009. Dr. Sridhar has made significant contributions in basic and applied research in membrane technology and published about 108 technical papers in reputed journals, including 52 papers as corresponding author. He has published 6 review articles which have received 3,700 citations by peers in high-impact journals with H-index of 32. He has also contributed 7 book chapters and 90 papers in symposia conference proceedings. Dr. Sridhar designed and installed several water purification plants in fluorosis-affected villages to provide safe drinking water to a population of 1 lakh. Dr. Sridhar has solved challenging industrial separation problems through development of novel membrane-based process, for which he was granted 7 international patents during 2007-2012. He has commissioned many pilot plants to facilitate solvent recovery, effluent treatment and gas purification in pharmaceutical, textile and petrochemical industries. He has guided 3 PhD scholars and 225 MTech, BTech and MSc students in their dissertation. Dr. Sridhar has delivered 70 seminars and invited lectures till date at colleges, symposia, conferences. It's a matter of great pleasure for IIT Roorkee to honor Dr. S. Sridhar with VNMM award of ₹1 lakh, a medal and a citation for his innovative and creative work in the area of membrane technology.
Thank you, Dr. Sridhar. Let the awardee for the ACE area Young Earthquake Engineering Award be presented to the chairman.
Dr. Shubhadev Banerjee, may I request you to please come forward to the dais. Dr. Shubhadev Banerjee obtained his master's degree in earthquake engineering soil dynamics from IIT Roorkee in 2005 and PhD degree in civil engineering from National University of Singapore in 2010. Dr. Banerjee is working as assistant professor in Department of Civil Engineering at IIT Madras since 2011. His research area is soil dynamics and earthquake engineering, shake table testing, soil structure interaction, and finite element application to soil dynamics problem. Dr. Banerjee has made novel and original contributions in the area of soil dynamics and seismic response of soil pile systems, and he is working in this area since 2004. He had received DAD fellowships for visiting professorship at Technical University at Karlsruhe, Germany, recipient of Performance-Based Award of Singapore $4,000 in 2011, and nominated President Graduate Fellowship at National University of Singapore. He was also selected for NUS IIT Roorkee's Student Exchange Program for the year 2005. He has published several papers in national and international journals and also attended several conferences at different places. It's a matter of great pleasure for IIT Roorkee to honor Dr. Shubhadev Banerjee with AS Arya Young Earthquake Engineer Award of ₹50,000, a medal and a citation for his work in the area of soil dynamics and earthquake engineering. Honorable Chief Guest, Mr. B.V.R. Reddy Mohan. Sir, I present the candidates who have duly qualified in the year 2014-15 to receive the institute and other medals prizes. 16 candidates in person and 6 in absentia. Sanket Vaibhav Mehta, B.Tech Computer Science and Engineering. President's Gold Medal for obtaining highest CGPA amongst the B.Tech BR IDD, Integrated MSc, Integrated MTech, passing out students and other 2 prizes. Rahul Adhikari, B.Tech Civil Engineering, the President of India, Dr. Shankar Dayal Sharma Gold Medal for excellent performance in academics, extracurricular activities, including social service and having good character amongst all passing out UG and PG students and many other prizes. Soumya Gupta, B.Tech Biotechnology. Dr. J. Krishna, Gold Medal for the best student in B.Tech B.Arch courses for obtaining outstanding performance in academics and sports and 2 other prizes. Chandana R, Bachelor of Architecture, Institute Silver Medal and 2 other prizes. Gaurav Kumar, B.Tech Chemical Engineering, Institute Silver Medal and 2 other prizes. Akash Agarwal, Civil Engineering, B.Tech Civil Engineering, Institute Silver Medal and 7 other prizes. Deep Jain, B.Tech Electronics and Communication Engineering, Institute Silver Medal. Dhruv Narayan, B.Tech Production and Industrial Engineering, Institute Silver Medal. Vrinda Garg, B.Tech Pulp and Paper Engineering, Institute Silver Medal and 1 other prize. Ishani Gupta, IDD B.Tech Chemical Engineering and M.Tech Hydrocarbon Engineering, Institute Silver Medal. Garvit Rajesh Chaudhary, IDD B.Tech Computer Science and Engineering and M.Tech Information Technology, Institute Silver Medal. Shubham Kumar Singh, IDD B.Tech Electrical Engineering and M.Tech Power Electronics, Institute Silver Medal. Pradyumna Paliwal, IDD B.Tech Electronics and Communication Engineering and M.Tech Wireless Communication, Institute Silver Medal. Rehan Ali Pradhan, Integrated M.Tech Polymer Science and Technology, Institute Silver Medal. Sarita Nandwani, Integrated M.Tech Geological Technology, Institute Silver Medal. Pratik Mehta, Integrated MSc, Applied Mathematics, Institute Silver Medal. There are 6 candidates in absentia. I'll just name them. Abhinav Rajvanshi, BTech Mechanical Engineering, Director's Gold Medal for the best all-rounder amongst the BTech BArts, IDD Integrated MSc, Integrated MTech passing out students, entered through JEE, having good character and having CGPA greater than 9.0 and 2 other prizes. Anupriya Tripathi, BTech Biotechnology, Institute Silver Medal and 2 other prizes. Rajan Mantri, BTech Electrical Engineering, Institute Silver Medal and 1 more prize. Arvind Das Gupta, BTech Metallurgical and Materials Engineering, Institute Silver Medal and 2 other prizes. Rajesh Ranjan, IDD BTech Process Engineering and MBA, Institute Silver Medal. Ayush Garg, Integrated MTech, Geophysical Technology, Institute Silver Medal. Ashmit Singh, Integrated MSc Physics, Institute Silver Medal, and Kanchan Agarwal, Integrated MSc Chemistry, Institute Silver Medal.
It's my pleasant duty to request the Chief Guest to deliver his convocation address. I am supposed to be introducing him, but we've already spoken significantly about him, both me and Professor Mishra. So without much ado, I present to you Mr. B.V.R. Mohan Reddy.
Respected Professor Ashok Mishra, Chairman Board of Governors, IIT Roorkee, distinguished members of the Board of Governors, Professor Pradipta Banerjee, Director IIT Roorkee, Academic Council, faculty and staff, guests and invitees, and most importantly, my dear young friends of the graduating class today. First, put your hands together to congratulate yourselves for what you have done for yourselves right now. What is now between you and celebration? What is between you and celebration is me. So you've been so kind so far. You've been so well behaved. Honestly, I've been in a number of convocations in my life, but you're the best behaved kids that I've seen. I've a number of times, number of instances. I never had a chance, honestly, to go back and look at what IIT Roorkee has accomplished in the 164 years, 68 years. So when Professor Pradipta Banerjee was gracious and kind to come and invite me, and after accepting his invite, I did do a little bit of research into the institution. And what I found was amazing stuff, amazing, impressive stuff. Whether it is building the Ganges, or constructing the Bhakra Dam, or going all the way to Nile to build the Aswan Dam, all of it was done by IIT Roorkee alumni. And there's so much amount of entrepreneurial culture that's there in IIT Roorkee that there are a number of people who've been highly successful in terms of making sure that there's a great reputation that came to this institution. So let's now join our hands to say thank you for all the alumni who did so well to bring great reputation to your institution. I always keep thinking, what makes great institutions? Number of reasons could come to your mind. But to me, finally I keep saying, I play around with these words, and finally find that institutions were built because of great leaders. I think this institution had number of great leaders, but equally importantly, you have two leaders sitting in front of you today. Professor Ashok Mishra and Professor Pradipta Banerjee, and the rest of your faculty and deans and so on and so forth. Now let's give a round of applause to all of them. Thank you. It's been about 40 years since I sat like you in an audience to go and get my degree too. That's how life has gone to me. So I'm sure many of you must be wondering that we were not even born when this man went to college. But that's how old I am. In this 40 years of my journey, did a lot of professional and entrepreneurial work. I actually used to be at one point of time a software programmer. I did hardware manufacturing. I did system integration work. At some point of time, a company decided that I could be a very good sales guy, and I think I did turn out to be one. But finally, about 24 years back, I decided to become an entrepreneur. An entrepreneur that was in 1991, and start a company which was known as Infotech Enterprises. Now it's known as Sign. I had a very frugal beginning. My personal savings were 20 lakhs of rupees. That's what I put into this company. I had 4 engineers starting off on my modest home on my dining table. Fast forward 24 years, now we have about 12,500 engineers who work in the company. We've got about 3,000 crores of revenue for last year. That 20 lakhs grew to be a 6,000 crores of market capitalization today in 24 years. We have operations in about 38 countries. And about 50, I believe, out of the Fortune 500 companies work with us. It's been a journey that has been roller coaster for me. Excitement, ecstasy, fulfillment, achievement, and also there have been moments of disappointment. So therefore, I was reflecting back as to what do I speak to this young graduating class today. And one thought that came to me was, why don't you talk about entrepreneurship? And I thought, the more I thought about it, it became more relevant that I should speak about entrepreneurship to you. Because we are a nation at this point of time where we believe that entrepreneurship will be the key driver for success. We need to create 100 million jobs 100 million jobs in the next 10 years. Approximately a million jobs every month. That's the need that we have based on the numbers that we have on number of people who are graduating at this point of time. So obviously, if we want to get that type of a number, we have to definitely promote more amount of innovation, more amount of incubation. The startup culture, the startup ecosystem has to come into play. I momentarily reflected back one more time and said, look, all of them in a class of 1,640 people who are graduating today, not all of them will become entrepreneurs. How would it reflect back to them? But the answer is, if you're not an entrepreneur, if you're working for somebody, I would still call you an entrepreneur. Entrepreneurs are the same as entrepreneurs. They also are accountable, except that they don't own a business. There are people who have the same entrepreneurial gist as the two entrepreneurs. So therefore, it will probably be relevant to both entrepreneurs and entrepreneurs as I speak further. As I said, I don't want to stand between you and your celebration. So therefore, I'm going to talk to you just about 5 lessons I learned in my life so far. There are many more, all right, but I'll probably share 5 of them today with you. The first and the foremost is you need to have a vision. You need to dream big. Let me tell you first a story about my own company, Sign. In 1991, I saw the winds of change. It was a time when the government was thinking about globalization, liberalization. India was on the brink of a disaster. Many of you may be born by that time in 1991, or may not be even. But in 1991, India was in the same situation as what Greece is today. Literally, we had to hypothecate gold, ship gold to Bank of England to pay for the loans the government had. That is when the government embarked on the strategy of liberalizing and opening up this economy. I saw those changes. we saw that there was an opportunity. If economy was not liberalized, we would have probably been languishing in the same situation as what it was then. You had only two options to buy a car, and after paying 100% of the money, you still waited for 8 to 10 years before the car was delivered to you. You had to wait anywhere between 8 to 10 years before a telephone came to your home after you paid for it. Or you had to grease the palms of a number of bureaucrats before you got a license to start a company. That is when I saw the timing was right. So what the first lesson I learned was that the timing has to be important for an entrepreneur. Equally important is you need to dream big. First time, we were seeing lots of IT companies coming into existence, but we never saw an engineering services company. So what was the dream? The dream was to build India's largest engineering outsourcing company. That's precisely the dream with which I started off. And when you dream big, and you certainly have a compelling proposition to sell it to the marketplace, dream with a strategy becomes a reality. That's what is today a company called Sign, which has a sustainability to last forever. We also, as entrepreneurs, I keep saying, should go and travel on roads which are not being traveled by others. I know a venture capitalist fund friend, a VC friend, who tells me that, Mohan, if I heard a story about a new company which I've already heard earlier, I will never fund him. So therefore, try out something new. I keep saying entrepreneurs travel on a road less traveled by others. Let's move on. I was ambitious, but entrepreneurs take risks. But I keep saying that entrepreneurs should also be very pragmatic in terms of taking calculated risks. It can't be risks disproportionate to what their ambitions are, so the end result is there could be great amount of grief. So therefore, I went and borrowed money from a so-called venture capital company of IDBI, Industrial Development Bank of India, with terms which were extremely harsh. But the bottom line is, you take the risk, you move forward, you pay back the money, and then become, at the end of it, say, well, I took the risk and went and did what I wanted to do. So therefore, I learned several lessons in the first few years. One is, dream big. Second is, look at the right timing. The third one is, persistent play. Certainly it was not success came to me in the first step. We persisted before we became successful. We took calculated risks, and we were always ambitious. And most importantly, I keep saying, entrepreneurs are paranoid about their success. There was only one thing that was making difference to us, and that was just keep your eyes focused on success. Not cutting corners. I'll come down to that in a moment from now. But making sure success comes the right way to you. Let me move on to my second lesson. Second lesson, which applies to all of you, is also that we need to work in teams. And having the right team is a key to success. There's a very famous author called Jim Collins, who wrote this book called Good to Great. He actually says that even before you decide on the destination, you need to have the right players on the bus. Primarily he says team has to be more important than what even the goal is. But I guess it becomes very difficult to put a team together even without knowing the goal. And it becomes increasingly difficult for entrepreneurs to put teams together, because what is that they have to show? Except that they have a dream, and that dream has to be sold to people. So therefore, you need to sell your dream to get the right teams in place, and teams make all the difference. But now the question comes is, what are typically the characteristics that you see in terms of teams? I keep saying three of them that I always saw. Number one is, I've always looked for competency. The guy had to be the best and nothing but the best. If I asked him questions on heat transfer, if that was the area that I probably thought that was the right area for me to talk about, I certainly wanted him to teach me heat transfer. So therefore, if I talked about the two-stroke or the four-stroke displacement engines, I wanted him to teach me all about how future of power plants would be in automobiles. And I'm sure you saw one in Tesla. Tesla does not have an engine inside. It has 4 motors on 4 wheels. That's all what you see on a frame which is called a plate. So as I look at the competency, it becomes very important for you to build companies. And the second one is, after competency, you should definitely look to ensure that people have the values. Values are very important in life. Values determine your behavior. Behavior determines the culture. Culture is the sustainability for an organization. If you make a compromise on values, you will never make it in a company. And a third quality that I always looked for was stability. You need stable teams to ensure that you will be successful, because if the teams are not stable, customers are unhappy, investors are unhappy, everyone around you is also unhappy. So the second lesson that I learned was have the right team in place. My third lesson is, I think, equally important whether you become an entrepreneur, not an entrepreneur or otherwise, is to me, we live in a world which is very disruptive. I'm sure, in several ways I keep talking to youngsters like you, that you're very lucky people. I belong to a generation ahead of you, or maybe 2 generations ahead of you. I never saw disruption the same way it's happening today. The way in which I think, the way in which I behave, the way in which I communicate, the way in which I transact, all of them have changed. To get a telephone connection done, we used to wait for hours. That's how the customer came on the line. It's instantaneous today. I typically don't sleep till about 11 o'clock or 11:30 in the night, but I keep wondering between 10 and 11:30, when a sizable amount of the Western world is open, where my customers are, the amount of work that gets done is amazing, absolutely. So therefore, you were born at a time when internet is at its best. It could only be better. Technology is changing, and we now believe that change is constant. That I guess we all have seen right from the ancestral days. The whole civilization also always had change. But what we see change now is that the change has become a constant, and the velocity of change has increased considerably. And the third one is that the predictability of change has come down. So a combination of these 3 things certainly scares you off. Change is constant, velocity has increased, and predictability has come down. But you flip it around and look at it from a different perspective. It gives you a tremendous amount of opportunities. In a status quo, where are the opportunities? If it's only brick and mortar that was built, then where were opportunities at this point of time? So the result is that you are very fortunate people to being born at a time when opportunities are also plenty. But these opportunities will not come just like that. Certainly, I feel very delighted that all of you have got your degrees, but I do not want any one of you, even momentarily, to tell me that I got my degree and now I do not have anything more to learn. I am 64 years old. Believe me, tomorrow could be my last day. But I still believe, before I go to sleep today, I learn something more. That's the attitude with which you would succeed. So therefore, in the world that we are living today, you need to be innovative and you need to learn. You might ask me this question, Mr. Reddy, what do I need to do to innovate? I keep saying there are 5 characteristics that we built into our company. Innovation as a culture, as it's called. Number 1, challenge the status quo. Number 2, go ahead and take certain risks. And only through failures do you learn. Otherwise, there's no learning that comes in. If everything that you touch is Midas touch and you learn, you are successful, then there's nothing called learning that happens. And the third one is the persistence. You need to persist with the idea. Whatever you think about cannot convert itself into a Midas gold again momentarily. A third one is the ability to work in teams. And finally, in the world that we live today, you have to have an open, innovative culture. So if you have these 5 characteristics of questioning the status quo, being persistent, taking chances, being a team, and also, got the sequence wrong, but anyway, you got the 5. And if you got those 5 together, you will be innovative, and you continue to learn. To me, I am not asking people to go and scale Mount Everest tomorrow. Learning is all in one thing I keep saying, is all here, called attitude. If you have the attitude to learn, you learn everywhere you are. And today you're all very lucky because you don't necessarily, you have a beautiful library. I should congratulate you on that. But you don't need to go to the library to learn either. You have your smartphone with you. You have number of apps that are there with you. So learning can be done anywhere, at any point of time. First thing in the morning, I'm already replying my emails. Before I even get onto my treadmill machine, my email system is all completely done. So you are very fortunate in the times that you live. And therefore, if you can be innovative, you will be very, very fortunate people. And continue to learn. Learning should not stop, even momentarily. That's my fourth lesson is, you have to be equity to stakeholders, is what I keep saying about. Is that if you look at companies, or you look at society anywhere else for that matter, there are stakeholders who make you successful. Take the example of companies like us. I keep saying there are 4 stakeholders who make us successful. Who are these? My customers, my investors, my employees, whom we call them as associates, and finally the society. Because I can't say all these 4 in one breath, I have said it in one sequence. But they are equally important to an organization to be successful. But if you're not equitable to these 4 stakeholders, obviously you have instability to an organization. And the most important thing that I'd like you to pay attention to, society plays a very important role in our success. I came on the street here today. I drove on a road from Dehradun to this place, to Roorkee. I did not pay for the road. Society paid for the road. It convenienced me to come here. I went to public schools all through my life. If I paid for my tuition, I wouldn't have probably been here today, because I would have been broke by now. So the result is, there is extremely important, as you leave this precincts of this university, my humble request to all of you is that be equitable to all the stakeholders. My final lesson to you is all about values. Like you, I was even younger than you when I went to a structural engineering class, and what was told was that the professor said, I'm not going to teach you structural engineering today, I'm going to teach you values. And he said, and I keep repeating this innumerable number of times, if you lose money, you will get it back. If you lose your health, you may get it back, but certain amount of difficulty. But if you lose your values, you will